Hey everyone, Jordan Budd here with Rock Slide, and we're in my kitchen today because it's -20 outside. But I just got the Kifaru Hoodlum last night. I got to play with it a little bit at the sheep show and then again at the Western Hunt Expo, but I finally just got mine in the mail. So I loaded it up with 5 days. This is a pretty simulated 5 days. My food bag is filled with socks, but everything else is fairly the way that I would carry it, and it's pretty much everything that I would have in here, with the exception of a couple things. But because it's simulated, I won't be able to get you a weight, but I'm usually around 55 pounds typically because I carry camera gear. This is the Hoodlum. It's 6,500 cubic inches, and what I have here is there's Pals Matrix for the fold over lid so you can put a belt pocket. I have a medium on the top right now. There's 2 places for 2 pockets, or like a spotting scope pocket on the back. I have a medium belt pocket on the top as well. And then I'm gonna run it with the Sherman Pocket attached to the back. I just flipped that out of the way for the kind of initial thing here. The way it hooks to the frame is you have a strap that's sewn in here going around the bottom that goes to a female buckle that you attach to one of the tab loops on the frame. And the same way goes for the top here. And then this is where it's kind of been changed up a little bit from like the Reckoning or the Creator or the Cavern, is you have a K-clip here attached to a strap that goes around and hooks to a female buckle on the bag side. You can flip that around if you want to. They put it this way though for a reason, and I'll get to that in a second. So I would keep it like this, but you can flip it around if you want. This female buckle will come off here. You can slide it. You can, move each of them inward if you want to. But this is the way that I would keep that. And then the fully enclosed spotting scope pockets on both sides. The Creator and the Cavern only had one, and then they had a side zipper. The Hoodlum has 2 offset zippers. So this is a zipper into the main bag, and then on this side behind my tripod is also another zipper into the main bag. A lot of people haven't so far on the forums. A lot of people don't really like how there's 2 offset zippers. They would rather just have one and save the weight. I kind of like that there's 2 of them because I can get in on this side and grab my tent. I can get in on this side and grab some other quick things, my puffy jacket, if I need to. So I don't mind the 2 offsets. I'm not that much of an ounce counter, so that's probably why. This is the Outdoorsman's medium tripod with a pan head, and I do have the quick release panner on the top. With this particular setup, it won't fit in this enclosed side pocket. It will not fit in there. It's just a little bit too tall, probably because I have this quick release adapter on it. But that's all right. I usually strap it to the outside anyway, so I just use the middle strap and strap it in just like that. I could still, to a certain extent, get in this side pocket to get something out, and I'll just unclip it. So that's pretty simple. Back here, I think I have kind of my essentials kit in there right now, but I would put things like beanie, gloves, typically would be in the back, and then on the top, I would put my headlamp in my inReach, and maybe just a couple extra things, sunglasses or something like that. That's typically what I would carry in there. I hardly ran a guide lid this last year. I ran the OGL a little bit, but with this fold over lid and being able to put pockets in, especially with the addition of the Sherman Pocket, I don't really like the lid anymore. So with the Sherman Pocket, I can fold it up here and attach it. With these straps that comes with it, I just took them to the frame on one of the tab loops and run them around and attach it, so it's a pocket, but then it's also like a grab it, and then it also does something else. So in here, I typically on the outside I'll keep like battery pack with my charging cords and things like that. And then in the main pocket I have my 15 power binoculars. It just depends. Usually I would just stuff other random things down there, and then it would make them sit up a little bit higher, and I would leave it unzipped. So all I would have to do is unzip the top of the Sherman Pocket and then pull my binoculars out and slip them back in. That made it really nice because I could just unclip my tripod, open the top, grab my 15s, and I'd be glassing super quick. And then the inside of the Sherman Pocket, there's just a little mesh zippered pocket. I would put my camera batteries and extra SD cards and things like that in there. But what's really cool about the Sherman Pocket is it can also be like a gun cradle, so you can flip it down and then you can take, this is just a little 243, fairly short barrel. You can drop it in this sleeve here, and then these straps that would normally attach to the top right here, they're opposites. One has a female and one has a male buckle. So you can run them around and attach your rifle just like that. So that's kind of a shorter barreled 243. This is a little longer barreled 300. So you can kind of see the difference there. How I have this attached is with, right here is also where you can attach Kifaru's gun cradle. And basically, I don't have one, but it just drops down and the butt of your gun slips in it just like this. It's adjustable, so you can have a little bit more play in it to fit what you're wanting to do. But I have just one attached here. You could also move it down and attach it right here on either side of the handle. That's probably what I would do if I was gonna be carrying a bow with this. But you can carry a bow with it here. It's just a little, oh my God, it's just a little bit, it just rides a little bit high is all. But you can clip your bow in. Just like this, and that works pretty well. I did run it like that on my crater in Arizona this last year. If you didn't want to run these straps that I just came and buckled around the top here, you can kind of crisscross these ones. So I can take this strap, I can run it over the rifle, and I can clip it in just like that. And then do the same thing with this one. Take this, run it over, and buckle it on there. Or you can just buckle it underneath like this, but you basically crisscross them so you don't have the extra straps. Kind of moving on to the rest of the bag. Here in this strap will actually go around the top of this pocket. So you really only have to unclip this middle strap to get into this pocket. And here I have 95mm angled Swarovski spotting scope, and then I have my glassing pad. So that pocket holds a lot, and I could even probably stuff like a rain jacket or something into that side. Here on the other side, I have, this is a very simulated like day's worth of food, but I might put my day's worth of food in there. Rain jacket, rain pants, extra layers, you can stuff them in there. And I think that's going to be a really good way to do it. And then again, here on the top, you have your attachment points for your lid. You can flop your lid over there, and then you have another attachment point here, as well as a tab loop here for like an up and over the top strap. I really like those up and over the top straps for like if you put an elk head on the top. It's really nice having another strap on top that you can kind of strap that in. That was nice last year that I used. And not really sure what else. You can, if you don't want to run the Sherman Pocket, you can attach actually another, so you can run this strap up to the lid. And then if you're gonna have another lid over the top of that, you can attach another strap here and run that to the lid. So, I mean, just typical Kifaru fashion of being able to move straps around and change things to how you want them. But this is how I'm gonna run it. The medium on the top of the belt, or on the top of the fold over lid, one medium belt pouch on the back on the top here, and then the Sherman Pocket. And that's pretty much how I'm gonna run it.